I'll be talking about the movie FrankenHooker. You know what's so cool about this movie? The Bronx Bruiser was actually going to review this movie, so I talk Bronx Bruiser out of it. I say Bronx Bruiser. Let the bitch ass goblin talk about this movie, because pretty obvious this movie is really right up my alley. Uh, I used to live that whole lifestyle, really not easy, and I was born with different parts also. So FrankenHooker, when I saw this movie, I was like, wow, where this movie been all my life? I can't believe this movie came like in the 80s, and at the time I was busy trying to make a lot of money, stepping up in the streets. I didn't really have too much time to watch a lot of movies, trying to survive in the streets. Anyway, FrankenHooker is about this guy, right? He has this pretty girlfriend. They're ready to celebrate the party. The girlfriend shows off her present to her father that her boyfriend made him, excuse me. But when she turned on the machine, the lawnmower machine pretty much rammed right into her and cut up to pieces. After that, you get your credits, and you get the boyfriend saddened by his girlfriend's death. But he has a plan to bring her back to life. Yes, he did. So he decided to get some hookers, trying to get parts out of the hookers, As the movie progressed, you realize this movie's like 1 hour with the guy, you know what I'm saying? And then it takes 30 minutes to see the FrankenHooker finally fucking appears, But just to go rewind a little bit. Anyway, while he wanted the girls, he talked to the pimp. The pimp gave him some drugs that he asked for, and then he made this super drug with the drug. But it has a mishap. If you breathe into his super drug, you blew up. So the drugs was no good. Anyway, the guy went to see what hookers he wants to pretty much kill, pretty much. And as it goes on, he can't go through with it, But then he gave the women the money so they could leave him alone. But then the women spotted the super drugs in his bag, and the guys warned these girls, do not take the super drugs. But they want the drugs. They went drug crazy. And what happened to the hamster when the hamster blew up? Oh yeah, the same thing happened to those bitches. And they gave the guy an opportunity. You know what? I could take these parts, and since he didn't kill them, it was the drugs that killed them anyway. Hey, I could finally make my girlfriend Elizabeth back to life, and then that's when you get your FrankenHooker. Like I said before, it only took 30 minutes towards the end of this fucking movie to see the fucking FrankenHooker. But you know what? I actually liked the guy, the boyfriend, the lead character. He was very likable to me. So you know what? I said I'm willing to deal with 1 hour of him, Yeah, it's pretty funny, right? 1 hour of him, and then the 30 minutes you get to the FrankenHooker part. Well, anyway, when the FrankenHookers awaken, of course, she start acting like the hookers, how the hooker personalities are. And she goes on the street trying to sell herself. And then she also have a twist, because if you sleep with her, guess what? You blow up like the super crack, pretty much. So so don't fuck her, but pretty much, guys, fuck her, Later, as the boyfriend goes to the city, trying to look for his girlfriend who escaped from him, trying to bring her back, and when he brings her back, you get the pimp who recognized the body parts of the girl, and let's just say the pimp pretty much went to the guy's house, cut up his head, and then the body parts that the boyfriend put of the hooker of the other hookers in his refrigerator with the cylinder, they're coming back to life, and they come back in weird, different, disfigured body parts, and they pretty much took Zorro into the refrigerator, the pimp. His name is Zorro, by the way, and pretty much he's dead. And then you get your twist ending. Let's just say Elizabeth is gonna bring back her boyfriend back to life the way he brought her back to life, and let's just say what goes around comes around, pretty much. You get your little twist ending. All in all, FrankenHooker, I actually enjoyed this comedy horror. I thought it was a very fun movie. But like I said before, it kind of like stretches to with the guy, and you gotta wait 30 minutes at the end of 30 minutes to see the FrankenHooker in action. But I can see why this was a cult status movie. See you later from Bitch Ass Goblin.